Hey guys, it's Lori here at Voice in the Dark, Spirits Crossing, and it's story time. I'm sorry I've been away. I've gone through some major towers in my life over the last 2 months. Made a lot of big decisions. A couple of them bit me in the ass. So, as you can tell, there's nothing up on the walls. I moved twice, and I moved back. So, anyway, so I'm painting the walls. Trying to put my life back in the order that it should be in. It's amazing sometimes what has to happen to get you up and out of the fog, to get you up and alive again and active as a human in this beautiful world. So there's some things that I'm like you. I look at different YouTubes and I watch different things, hear news, Facebook, all that. One of the things I just wanted to make really clear for all of you, God made us, or God got us, all it is, source, whatever the hell you want to call it. We'll stick with source. That'll make it easier for everybody. When source made you, each one of us, he made us each unique, uniquely different. We're not supposed to be divided, though. We're already one. We don't need to be another one. I don't know what this new, oh, it's one, it's to be one. We're already one. We don't need any implants. We don't need any of that crap. What we need is to embrace who we really are and our unique little differences, quirky little quirkiness, whatever it is for you, and for me and for everybody else. It's to be that authentic self. Think about this. Mighty source, mighty God, God is all it is. Created each one of us, and we're all different. Now, what would that make you think? It made me think that God has this imagination that just keeps on going. And he wants to experience, and she wants to experience life as each one of these types of personalities to see what it would be like. There are no accidents here. Don't ever think you're an accident. You're not. You're loved. Oh my God, you're loved unconditionally. Do we walk on the wrong path now and then? Oh, hell yeah. We're human. We're learning. And that's what this school's all about. That's what this lifetime's all about. It's about learning lessons and experiencing the individual personality that God gave us to be its full extent so that he can feel it. So he can see what that personality would do. Or this one or that one. That's why he made us all different. So embrace your differences and learn to love yourself just the way you are, and the rest of the world will. Some won't. You're always going to have those negative whatever JoJo's, but your life will turn around. You'll start seeing. I dare you to try it for 30 days. Just try thinking how wonderful you are, how good you are, and how wonderful life is, and how and start seeing everything in a different perspective no matter what happens, and always know that God's got your back. When I'm starting to fall or fail, I can't find that, and negativity will start coming up, and it's like, nope, God's got my back, God's got my money, God's got my car, God's got my house, God's got me. Because the universe does have you. They're not going to let you fall. Oh, you might fall down, scrape a knee, and they're going to let you scrape a knee if it's a lesson you needed to learn. So don't get huffy. Just brush it off and say, and ask, what was I supposed to learn from this? And listen. Learn to meditate. Even if it's 15 minutes, in the morning and 15 minutes at night. But that is your time that you're dedicating to your higher mind, God, however you want to look at it. But it is a direct link to God through our soul. So Get in touch with your higher mind. Let it know that I'm giving you this time to help balance me and bring me in alignment with Source and what my true purpose is. Is it to grow flowers, or is it to help people, or is it to be a frisbee specialist? Who knows? But it's something, and I'd love to hear what it is for each one of you. I love, I just love humans because we're so creative and ingenious and just unique and uniquely different. Embrace that uniqueness now more than ever. They keep talking about the spiritualists and all that on their web, that it's about oneness, becoming one. Well, no, we're already part of the one, the whole. We don't have to be any more one with anything else because we're already directly linked through a silver thread to Source, and nobody can take that from us. The only thing you can do is actually cause yourself to not listen to it or not talk to it. I do all the time. I know my family thinks I'm kind of nuts sometimes because I'll tell them, oh, when God said this and that. Well, I'm not hearing voices, okay, in my head or anything. I'm getting thoughts, or I'll get a message on YouTube, or I'll pick up a book and it'll be, the exact thing that, figured I'd hear, and you just know, you get a gut instinct. I call it the whispers. God speaks to us in whispers. Messages. My dad always said, God uses us, people, everyday people, to get his messages across. So listen to everybody. You'll know when it was meant for you. So embrace yourselves. It's okay. God doesn't care. He made you the way you are for a reason. So embrace it. Not in arrogance, but in love. Open your heart and start looking at each other and being honest with each other about your feelings, about your traumas. There's more trauma than you'd ever know. It's really sad. So that means there's a lot of people out there that are a lot like us, and they need to know they're not alone. And it's okay to talk. There's going to be assholes out there. There always is. Bullies and all that crap. And if you're big and strong, put them in their place. But don't get yourself in trouble if you aren't that big and strong. So they're useless, and they're hung up. Bullies are hung up on some other bullshit that they're not facing in their own life about themselves. And they have no confidence, so they have to pick on other people to feel big, and it's a shame. I feel sorry for them. You can pity them, but walk away. Don't take it personal. And if they're being violent, you get help. I'm big on getting help, and use your voice. We are part of God, the great God, the source, the life force, the being that started it all, and ba-boom, ba-boom, and it'll never end, so you can never get it wrong. God wanted to experience every possibility there is, and he does it through us. So when we experience something, we have to be honest about it, we have to face it, and we have to let it go. But when we're honest about it, God feels it, because we're allowing ourselves to see it and feel it. And then he'll help remove it for you so that you don't need to deal with it no more. Angels are real, aliens are real, whatever you want. People get real uncomfortable, especially bipolar people, with aliens talking about it. And I'm not here to prove anything to anybody. I know what I've experienced, and then that's enough for me. I don't need anybody's approval, and I definitely don't need anybody thinking I'm crazy. So I just want you to know, stop being down on yourself. Stop having those words in your head. Now, I want you to dig deep. I want you to listen deep. Every time you say something, I want you to change it. Something positive, a new perspective. Oh, damn, I wish I hadn't done that. Well, oh, wow, look at that. Well, now I know not to do it that way again. That's a better way. Start really working on it because you deserve it. Everything we do is alone. Our growth is alone. Our experiences, and our birth and our death is alone. But we're social beings, and so we should be out of the house and socializing. And if you can't socialize on a real regular basis, that's okay. Go to the dog park and sit and watch the dogs go by if you have to. But get out. Get out in nature, fix a place that's good for you. Get your shoes and socks off and get your feet in the dirt. I know that some of you that are scientific, like my daughter, and you hate bugs and stuff, but I'm telling you now, it ain't that bad. Just get your feet in the dirt so that you can ground yourself with the earth and walk softly on the earth. And let the earth know that you appreciate her and you care. And she'll love you for that. And I bless my water all the time. And, we're 70% water, something like that. So as I'm blessing my water that's going into my body, I'm blessing my body too. I'm blessing everything that's got water. I'm blessing all water. Bless water before you drink it. Try to leave it sit for 24 hours if you can. If we start putting more conscientious patterns in our life and rituals, like blessing my water. And some people like to set up a little altar area, with, not for witchcraft or all that crap, but it's not crap, but I'm not going into that here. But a space to put dead, passed on ancestors. And then laying something in there to say thank you, to appreciate each one, not just on Halloween, because that's what Halloween's all about. Blessing those who have gone on before and sharing their memories so that we never forget them. Anyway, that's probably all I got right now. I am sorry that I've been in and out so much. I will try to be more regular. And I've got a lot of topics, and I'm getting ready to start a new channel strictly for freedom and human rights and our own Constitution and Bill of Rights, and how being spiritual doesn't mean just sitting back and being happy and letting it all fall down. Although some people would like to let you believe that. It's not. Being spiritual is being your most authentic self. And that means you have to be active in your communities. You have to be active in your politics. Active everywhere. You have to be present and be part of the whole thing. And not all of it's going to be good, not all of it's going to be fun, but it's what we have to do because we're living here and we have a responsibility to ourselves and each other and to the earth and to all life forms on this planet, especially animals, plants, people. So the next time you look to the sky at a star, the moon, the sun, clouds, remember you're part of all of it and they're part of you. We're all integrally integrated. There is no separation. There is no separation from God. So this becoming one, no, that isn't the one that we're looking at or wanting, because we're already one with the all that is. We already know our oneness. And if we don't, we're learning quickly. It's funny, the only thing I really ever felt close to was God. And he's always been my best friend and my father. And I've always talked to him and yelled at him and, you name it, just like a kid. He's heard it all. But he's never failed me. And he's never failed me by giving me free will to do as I please. And then when I get my ass in trouble, because he had already told me what not to do and what to do, that guidance comes through. We ignore it. No, we think we know better. Then, of course, we're always groveling back, but he always takes care of us. Sometimes he lets us sit in the muck for a while to think about it, But he never lets you fall that far. I told a girlfriend, because we were worrywarts when we were growing up. And it still can be a little bit. It's hard to get rid of when you're fine-tuned to it. But I told her, I said, no, listen, this is what I'm thinking, okay? Think about it. Just think real quick. No matter what I do, it's going to work out okay for me. It always has. So why would I worry? Why not think positive and just let the things flow and keep doing what I got to do, whatever it is to make things right. But all the right things will show up. Have faith. Because if you look back at every single one of our lives, we're all still here. We made it through it. We always do. So that's a new perspective, I guess, too. Anyway, I wanted to touch bases with everyone. I love you all. And here to our awakening. And I think it's the most beautiful thing for the human beings for us to do. And that's awaken to our Godhood, our God presence, and each other. No more division. I don't give a damn who you are and what you do. We can all be friends. We can agree to disagree. None of us are going to think the same things, but the reason we keep politics and religion separate is for that fact that everyone has different views on different things. And the whole part of having government is to make sure that all the needs, basic needs and human rights are being taken care of for us, but not dictate how we feel about things and how we worship and all that. That's supposed to be our given, and it's our privacy, our private right. So don't talk about things that might trigger you. And if they do trigger you a lot into anger or anything, that's something you need to work on, because that's not normal. And I guess that's all I got today. But I love you. I wanted you to know, and I wanted you to think about a few things. And I know there's a lot of people out there hurting right now, and confused and worried. And don't be worried and don't be confused. Trust your inner instincts, that gut feeling. And that gut feeling's more is meant to be our guidance system, it creates those emotions, but you'll feel it here. The thing is that it's also there for good things, so tune into it a little more. Practice listening to it, I would always imagine going up into my higher mind, 6 inches above my head, and saying, what do you really want to do? What do we really want to do right now? And I would get this wave of idea or a vision or something, that just made me feel like, oh, I need to do this. And sometimes you're not going to like it, but you'll always know when you followed the right thing, is because you will feel marvelous after it's over. And that is my first time at it. Was practicing with my intuition. He wanted me to get down on my hands and knees and scrub my wood floors. I had hardwood floors in 4 rooms. You're crazy. I waited 3 days. I kept getting the same message. So I finally did. And after it was done, I felt great. I felt invigorated. I felt proud. So listen to your inner voice. Start practicing with it. It's important. And meditate. And most of all, when you look in that mirror, go watch Mel. Oh, what's her last name? Anyway, Mel. Look it up. She's a she does this 5-second rule, and she does this mirror thing. Yeah. Love yourself, damn it, and let's start fighting for our rights. Yeah. Let's start getting involved. I love you, and I'll talk to you later. Lori, out.